So, what is a skills assessment and who needs one? So, a skills assessment is a document that's issued by an Australian authority who is referred to as a skill assessing authority. And the authority has been appointed by the Commonwealth Government to assess people's skills. Typically, the skills assessing authority is the industry standard in Australia who manages that particular industry. So, Engineers Australia, for example, are the skills assessing authority for any engineering occupation, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, etc. And Engineers Australia will assess people's academic qualifications. In order to be assessed as an engineer, you need academic qualifications to demonstrate that you can do that certain job, that you're academically qualified to do that certain job. But there's many, many different skill assessing authorities, and you need to find out which authority is responsible for assessing your particular occupation. For example, a chef is assessed by VetAssess, and VetAssess requires, if you're a chef, this is that you've got 5 years of employment in the experience of a chef with no formal training, or you've got 3 years of employment with relevant training, and that relevant training is normally conducted over the period of 2 years. So again, it's really important that you understand who's assessing my skills and what is the criteria that they have set down. And the skills assessing authority decides what is the industry standard and what qualifications and experience is required to be positively assessed. Most assessing authorities will require that you submit evidence of your academic qualifications and your work experience. And the assessing authorities are quite thorough. They need quite a lot of documentation. For example, when it comes to assessing your employment, they'll want employment references. They'll want evidence that the employment was paid for. So they want pay slips and tax documents and bank statements. So it takes quite a lot of time to accrue all the information, all the documents you need to provide to the assessing authorities. When it comes to the 482 visa, there are 25 occupations which are mandatory to have a skills assessment for. It's interesting to note that for some occupations, some of those 25 occupations, it's only mandatory to have a skills assessment if you're from a particular country. This might seem somewhat discriminatory. For example, if you're a chef and you're from the Philippines, then you'll need your skills assessed by the relevant authority. Whereas if you were a chef from, let's say, Canada or the United Kingdom, then you would not need a skills assessment as a chef. So it does depend on your occupation and your country of passport.